Welcome to Farewell Mr. Nice Guy, and I am your host, MNG. And today I want to talk about, this is kind of like the midweek drop, raw, uncut. I'm doing this in my car. I'm doing this just wherever I'm at. But what I want to talk about is my proud dad moment. So I had a proud dad moment a little while ago, and I am just like really ecstatic and overzealed to just talk about it. So my proud dad moment, and y'all kind of understand, I guess I got to understand that, kids or teens, there's sometimes they don't really express themselves, well, maybe they express themselves in different ways. So my son came to me and told me that, he appreciated the things that I do for him. And it kind of caught me off guard because I was in the kitchen, had just came out of my office. I was about to make me something to eat, cooking up and everything, and he just kind of ran up on me and was like, gave me a big hug and was like, I appreciate all the things that you do for me. And I was kind of, and we both kind of had like this nonchalant attitude and personality and stuff. So I was just kind of like, oh man, like I didn't know what to say. So I was like, okay, because I'm trying to be like cool and everything. And I had to think about it later on, like, man, like I wonder what occurred for this to happen. Like, what was the mindset for him to come and say, Dad, I appreciate all the things that you had to do for me. And it literally almost brought a tear to my eye because I was like, man, like I don't know if he understands the sacrifice that I've done for him, and trying to put him in positions and put him in positions for opportunity, put him in places, and give him chances that I didn't get when I was a kid, showing him the interest and the investment that I didn't get. Learning from my parents' mistakes and making sure that he's on the right track going forward. My parents didn't invest that time into me. I didn't hear them tell me that, hey, MJ, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the things that you do. I'm happy for you. You've been doing the right thing for so long, and I don't ever think that I told you that I was proud of you. I've never really got that. I think one time I kind of confronted my mom, like, Mom, I never heard you tell me that you were proud of me. And she was like, well, yeah, I am proud of you. I'm like, yeah, but I don't think you ever told me that you were proud of me. Now, my dad, on the other hand, he doesn't tell me that he's proud of me. Basically, what he likes to do is he just likes to go out and tell everybody what I'm doing and kind of like belittle other people. He'd belittle other people to be like, yeah, this is my son doing. He out here doing this. He got like 12 degrees. And I'm like, bro, I ain't got 12 degrees. Why you exaggerating? But that's how he shows that he's proud of me. He may not tell me that he's proud of me, but he will put me on a high pedestal in front of everybody else. That's the most I can ask for. I can't ask for anything other than that. But this was my proud dad moment. And I couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be more enthusiastic about what occurred the other day. And I just had to come on the mic and share it. Because this is my journey. This is what is happening in my life. I have a senior, and he came to me. I guess I want to know, I guess from everybody's experience, what was your proud parent moment? What was your proud parent moment? If you're a dad and you had custody of your kids, what was that moment that just shook you to the core because you realized that, being a parent, they tell you being a parent is a thankless job. But you realize that, when you are shown that appreciation, when you are shown that thanks, like it changes the whole ball game. It makes you want to go out there and do more. So my proud dad moment was my son coming and telling me that he appreciates everything that I do. What is your proud moment? What have your kids done for you to show you that they appreciate you? And I'm not talking about when they make t-shirts on your behalf for Mother's Day or Father's Day, which is a random event. They say, you know what, I'm really proud of the things that you do. I'm very lucky to have you in my life. I'm very excited that we get to do this together. Me and my son are going on our trip, on our first trip together. And with him being older, we're going on our first trip together where we'll be a little more aware about what's going on. Because he was a kid the last time we took a trip. The last 2 trips we took, he was a kid, about 5, 6 years old. So we ended up going out of town. But he's a teenager now, so we're gonna take a trip with him being a teenager, and this is gonna be interesting. Just a little weekend cabin trip that we're taking for his birthday. So it's gonna be really, really exciting. But I would like to know, like, what was the moment, what was the time, what was the event that your kid came to you and basically said that, hey, thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for being there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for guiding me. Did it take them to get to an adult? What was the revelation that they had? Now, I am actually curious as to how it occurred and everything. Like, I want to know what was going on through my son's head. Like, bro, like, what were you thinking about? Like, what occurred? Like, I want to have a whole in-depth conversation. Like, so what were you thinking about when you decided to come and tell me that? Like, I want to know. Like, I'm that curious. And I may get an answer. I may not. And regardless of what the response was, I'm glad that he told me. It's even more important that we have that communication and that he can express that to me, because I didn't express it to my parents. If anything, when I was younger, I kind of blamed my parents. I kind of blamed them in my adulthood too. I kind of blamed them for like my lack of opportunities because of y'all. But as I became more aware, I was like, well, they can't give me opportunities, or they can't supply me with knowledge that them themselves don't have. They don't have it. So essentially, if they don't have it, how can you pass it down to me? It's like taking a blank book and passing the blank book down to somebody else, and that person saying, well, why are you giving me a blank book? Like, well, that's all I have to offer. I can't offer you anything else but this blank book. So do what you will with it. That's kind of how it was with me growing up. There wasn't much knowledge to be passed down. There wasn't much ambition or motivation to be passed down to go out there and be able to excel, achieve, and grow and be successful. And I think kids need that. I think they need that investment. When you see great products of that investment, when the parents invest in their kids, whether it's become an athlete, whether they become a comedian, some form of entertainment, it doesn't really matter, or a doctor or a professional. How do you invest in them and those kids, and make sure that the energy that you're pouring into them, that eventually they become successful in life. And and I know a lot of people are talking about different practices. I don't want to go too far because I'll go into a whole tangent. But I came on here to kind of talk about my proud dad moment, because I was very excited and ecstatic to have this conversation, with y'all. And the fact that he came and he told me that, it was a very heartfelt day. Like I had to sleep on it. I had to sleep on it, but it was very heartfelt for him to come and tell me that he really appreciated me. He appreciated the things that I do for him. And just to give some background, there was times where I didn't think I was ever going to hear that, because I felt like he had more interest and focus with his mom than he had with me because she was an absent parent, because we all know the absent parent gets the most attention and attitude. Not with good attitude, not bad attitude, with good attitude. So this is this is the raw uncut, so I'm not gonna cut this up. It's just me just freestyling and talking about my proud dad moment. So, but this is MNG. Farewell, Mr. Nice Guy. Midweek drop. Go ahead and leave us a voice message. There's going to be a question at the end. What was your proudest moment? Go ahead and answer that question. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to go ahead and drop us a line and send us an email, you always just send us an email at farewellmrniceguy@gmail.com. Love to hear from you. Peace.